Ebusha fama mema akwaba efa umbra Ghana and 7 TV GH message or like, comment, subscribe, turn your notification so that anytime you post a video, we will sabeka be. Ebusha for let me also use this opportunity to say happy new month and thank you for your faithfulness and loyalty to Ghana and 7 TV GH. Ebu mianka nkrekere ho so long as we have people like Franklin Cudjoe mu ewo MPP ma ewo Ghana, we still have a long way to go. Franklin Cudjoe the president of Imani Africa. Now, Imani no, supposedly is supposed to be a civil service organization. And as a civil service organization, it's supposed to champion the cause of the people, the citizens, the common Ghanaian. But for some time now, no, Franklin Cudjoe is more like a party full soldier for NDC. Sergio Ramos, Juman Kwama NDC. And the more and more I read some of the posts from Franklin Cudjoe, no, but sometimes I'm tempted to believe in say all is not well. Yeah. Already, we know about his condition. I don't want to go there. I would rather stay off such topics, such subject. But Franklin Cudjoe, nsio nipa. Over 30 people lose their lives. And the toll continues. Updates keep coming in. Now, an issue has come up. Which issue, Nini say? Akufo-Addo aban etimi negotiate ama World Bank for release sika. Say yemfam prevent sa flood ewa Accra. Almost 30 Jumano. And the progress of the work 40% before MPP left power. NDC for try say creating impression as though obie diska. And I say Akufo-Addo aban mismanage sika no. And now World Bank ankasa ebebe the banki say debi atoforsen ni financial azan QNet azan tana kakalika atoforsen ni kakalika kind of financial management ntina sika na akano. It has not been released. That kind of kakalika economy atoforsen any President John Dramani Mahama running is the reason why GARID no astoli. World Bank nebekayo. Then we still have people like Franklin Cudjoe wearing the Sergio Ramos kind of jersey, trying again to push all the blame to MPP in Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo keeps living rent-free in the minds of people like Franklin Cudjoe. And some of these people, I don't understand them because by now you should know, the more you hate on Akufo-Addo, the more he is blessed. Papa no is over 80 years old, say 83 old, and he keeps looking younger. Can't you see? The earlier you stop hating on him, the better. You have to stop hating on him because your hate for Akufo-Addo keep rejuvenating him. I'm so disappointed in Franklin Cudjoe, but I'm not surprised. Now, be a government WhatsApp group member there. What else do I expect from him than this soldier, full soldier Sergio Ramos kind of work? Nothing more.
So Franklin Cudjoe, or head of Imani Africa currently, NDC aban atone triaka. Was sharing NDC fubu to munti wadane common food soja. O defend the NDC aban with lies ne propaganda without recourse to onwankasa integrity in the dignity. Once again, wababa on tia baby chantro. Now me baby exposing a big time with World Bank for documents. Intimate video no besha amakusi. No wetin seminar American ye. Like an share now for France who enye binche. Young consem. So Ogo Franklin Cudjoe on the Facebook page. Wa making this post. Now some more can NSM MPP aban sika ekoje wo World Bank for ho under the GARID project. Ya say ya de ba be ye project bi na ama insu yiri ho nsem aba form on cramantem ne sika no. Ya mfa anye ne na esese ye de ye sika no ya diverted the aye bibi from. Specifically, wa making wild allegations say sika no mu $60.8 million. The MPP are buying diverted at the COVID-19 related expenditures. Santro way na wuchu outrightly make say a yen drop. Now me ba be ma evidence na tin ye very important. You see, before say World Bank ebe ma Ghana sika no. First of all, Ghana and World Bank etenase. Na Ghana mpenifo explain to World Bank and niema ye pese ye di sika ne ye. World Bank for approve sika no omo mfa ni nyina amayen upfront. Omo chiche sika ne mu no more releasing in tranches. And to omo the first tranche ebrewa. Omo pe follow up no ma ba be assess project no se sika no omo de ma wo no. Wo de ye ne wo se wo de be ye. Omo hwie no ma release report e wo ho. As a report ni bi na me de ba be expose Franklin Cudjoe. Now, World Bank for a release a report on the Greater Accra Resilience and Integrated Development Project report on 27th June 2024. 27th June 2024. Now, as I report to you, omo kire niema Ghana ban say odi sika ne beye. Ana omo kire so say sika no omo de aya na so omo fa nye. Na me ba be kind verbatim so that you will know say Franklin Cudjoe NDC aban ato na adwene ene nano. Onimu nyansa ntro ana ocha ondwene Ghana fo ho. Wadane common food soldier for NDC aban no. Now oko report ni mu page 1. Obanwu say party bi oma show components. World Bank for no are breaking it down. Ne sika no Ghana aban ese wode beye. Na omo 5 components. Component 1 no almost say climate resilient drainage and flood mitigation measures. I don't know, ebe cost Ghana by $162 million. Component 2, a solid waste management capacity improvement. Ebe cost Ghana by $55.2 million. Component 3, a participatory upgrading of targeted flood-prone low-income communities and local government support. I don't know, cost $58.8 million. Component 4, a project management. Cost near $9 million. And a component 5 near contingent emergency response component and no cost near $65 million. Now, in 5 components in India, so when who any COVID-19 related expenditure be yes, there is nothing like that. Now, page 1 hona yentie near World Bank for Kai. Efa a project implementation se Ghana aban use sika ne de ye ne sese ode ye anase wan use sika no amfa anye ne sese ode ye na emum o divert sika ne de koye COVID-19 related expenses te send Franklin Cudjoe e kan o Facebook na. Now o hwe paragraph 1.1 with the title development objective e ho na nsem de wo na ma me kwan me ba be kan no ati ase yi ti o say the objective of the project is to improve flood risk management and solid waste management in the Odo River Basin of Greater Accra region, improve access to basic infrastructure and services in the targeted communities within the Odo River Basin, and to provide immediate and effective response to an eligible crisis or emergency. Now, say hey, ahana catch in one. Ahana ye eba be expose Franklin Cudjoe. Or say, has the development objective been changed since board approval of the project objective? No. Bank of Ghana busa question and say project objectives, has it been changed since board approval of the project objective? And a World Bank and Kasa answer say no. And it's our components and a numia making country one a year climate resilient drain, waste management, capacity improvement near the adeno. World Bank of work can SS our objectives no. Sa adwuma Ghana buying SL this can be yen into releasing about $127 million my MPP are buying no. Yen change project objectives ni yen divert sika fan koye bibi fufuru bia. Near ye can't say ye debe no and one idea into Franklin Cudjoe a chantro. Sa entra which I say $60.8 million was diverted to do COVID-19 related expenditures no. Senka e koswa sa de ne koswa. And Kalbo say World Bank report to you. Omobe capture wom. Omobe can say project objectives has been changed. In fact, OSHA 2025 report no more release in June 2025, NDC are buying an ABA change project implementation objectives and as a project objectives, and the MPP ubi and divertis can van kwanko ye. Nothing of that happened. Be new is now. What Franklin Cudjoe post in the moon or said that critique erroneous impression be said $22.1 million ne $7.9 million be you spend it on training any consultancy respectively the bonibi or create that false impression. But this guy is so clueless, he's so stupid that onim say components in him near Ghana buying World Bank for transit a discuss yes or mudisicane bay Sani money womb. In fact, OSHA solid waste management capacity improvement now. Sika SSC a day $55.2 million now. As I say, you training admu and Crawford as you training Zoom lion no Crawford contractors are into waste management. And no ma'am. They are into emergency responses services provision to say fire service nene akeka Ghana ambulance service nene akeka ho sa microphone nyina na ese de omo go through training ye improve your capacity near mom equipment nene ma ebetimi abo omo na say insu yiri ba omo timi a respond effectively. Inti sa na ema ni nyina akọ so hu training wo ho no ma enya ade boni bi enye say aban no MPP aban divertisika ne de koye bibi foforo Franklin Cudjoe eye crook is obi a NDC abana atono so onye propaganda on control social media ni mainstream media mu in defending NDC abana nsem hu na wodi chale asefem so enra honorable Samia Wuku MP for Akuapem North constituency on the floor of parliament it deliver a very compelling forceful and smart submission chale enya asem ketwa. The articulation of fact, the delivery of subtle jabs amidst succinct oratory. Shall I blow be a mind off. Pay attention, it's Honorable Samuel on the flats. I see a greater cry and then an answer.
First Mahama government, of which my good friend and brother Felix Cudjoe was part. On a single night in June 2015, we lost over 150 lives. Single night. Then the Ghanaian people asked them to retire in 2016. They spent 8 years studying what the Akufo-Addo government was initiating and implementing gradually. Mr. Speaker, again they inherited a country where, in fact, President Mahama is one of the luckiest presidents in the world. Your predecessor left a roadmap, completely had gone through a comprehensive review of Accra flooding situation. The Honorable Asenso Boachi, in his statement, clearly enumerated the number of projects initiated under the Akufo-Addo administration. Today, the NDC that took pride, solace, and comfort in politicizing every flood situation in Ghana from 2017 to 2024 is today playing the role of John Paul II, our Pope, late, and behaving as if Ghana only started in 2017. Mr. Speaker, behind the statistics we see on TV are human lives being lost. People have lost their livelihoods. Mr. Speaker, somebody might have gone for a 2,000 CD loan. Today, that money is gone. I have seen a wonderful video of my good friend Felix Cudjoe during the floods with his staff when they were cheering you on in your jersey, Ghana jersey. People were dying around that time, my brother. Again, Mr. Speaker, when the rain started, I can pardon Felix. I can pardon Felix when he's coming from a background of not knowing how this whole rain started. Mr. Speaker, he was in the US maybe when the rain started. But people have lost their livelihoods. Press conferences won't desilt our gutters. Press conferences won't solve the problems of our poor drainage system. In fact, as Asensu stated, the Honorable Asensu Boachi stated, where the NDC used to have their headquarters, before God being so good, they were able to move to a plush area around Adabraka. The Nima, Paloma, Odona drains, it was under the NPP that we clearly initiated and fixed that issue. We started that of the Buzia N1 highway, the drainage system. South Kaneshi started under the NPP. We, in fact, under the GARID project, we had secured funding and started the project. From January 2025 up to date, all we've been hearing, press conferences, committees, and today I'm surprised to see the Minister for Interior here. Because in the government's anti-flood task force, the Minister for Interior is not even part. So who is even managing the flood situation in our country? You put a deputy chief of staff with no compelling controlling role and mandate to coordinate two ministers, that of local government and that of works and housing, a deputy chief of staff. The Minister for Interior, in the midst of the crisis, appeared before Parliament and speaking on behalf of a task force that is not even part. Mr. Speaker, I clearly believe that this is the time that we need leadership. Leadership is not a team sport. When you are elected to lead, you lead. This is not the time for settings, PR, bloggers, patrolling left, right, and center because government wants to score political points. We need answers. And we don't need a government that will pretend to be solving a problem, but then just using chopper to mock our misery. And lastly, we don't elect leaders to tell us our problems. We elect leaders to fix our problems. If President Mahama is tired, he can leave the position for somebody who is also ready to lead.